Yo, what is good? My anniversary. What is good, yo? So let's talk about Zero. Zero. I thought it was pretty fitting to use a cat character after one cat character got really mouthy last week and ends up putting us in a interesting position for our main character, knowing he's going to do whatever he can for Amelia, but maybe won't do the same for, every other person he comes across. So it kind of just goes to tell you that anything he's kind of doing in this situation for her, he's also doing it for himself and to better his situation with her, unlike how he should be for everybody, so it's already been pretty selfish what he wants, or not what he wants, but what he's been trying to achieve instead of worrying about anyone else's needs or wants. But at the same time, some of his desires wind up leading him into other people's problems, and if they have common goals, he's usually willing to help. So it's been interesting to see him taking the path of just selfishness. Like, for instance, seeing Beatrice the way she was this week kind of gave me the impressions that something's up, or something is changing in the grand scheme of what we're getting from her. And because it's changing the way it is and she can't do anything about it, it leaves a lot of questions. Not only does she know about what needs to be done, she isn't really willing to help do anything about it, or she doesn't want to help, right? So it automatically puts us in a position to know either A, she's looking ahead of time and knows that the trials are just going to be ridiculously hard to stop or to complete, and with how things already kicked off, I'm pretty sure Amelia was supposed to be the one that was taken away and teleported, and instead Mr. If I Die Once is going to go there and probably test out the field. By doing so, I think that's why he winds up meeting with the Queen, because it's a different type of trial for him than it would have been for her, maybe. Or maybe if she would have went in here, she would have had the same experience as well. I'm not sure. But what I do know is this show is, it had a really casual start to this week's episode compared to last week, where we get straight into main characters getting bodied, or at least losing their memories. These are the types of things that just go to showcase how fast stories can change, and how quickly we have to remember who is, going to either push forward or end up dying and left in the past. Because even this girl is kind of proving the case that the story is going forward, the years are going forward, with one of the girls from the village becoming 12 and capable of doing adult stuff like leaving and getting a job and becoming this maid. We're going to see just what all comes from it. Not only are we going to, see if she can handle herself, we're going to also find out if anybody who is in there has any bad you know, blood towards our main guy, she'll probably be the first one to tell him. And I kind of like that aspect of the storytelling. It's just whoever, uh, whoever's on the side of our guy, it's probably going to give him better information than we ever had compared to in the first season, where we just were left in the dark. We were left to kind of wish better for him, or wish that he had some people he could trust in. So we'll see. Everything is taking off pretty smoothly, and with this crystal reacting to the forest, it's supposedly supposed to be capable of getting them through a barrier, but all we see is it light up like it's a dang bomb. And of course his first reaction was to grab the bomb and throw it, or at least take it onto himself, you know. So I don't know what to expect at this point, but excuse me, I can tell you one thing: I will be 100% watching and seeing where this goes, because as of now, we're probably going to see some, like it said, I think he said this is where the root of his desires is or something. So maybe that was going to be the same thing for Amelia, and she was going to have to deal with her most rooted desire, or whatever that may be. I'm just pulling at straws at this point. I'm just looking forward to more characters developing, because the girl from the very first season who stole from Amelia and became one of the princesses or whatever, one of the candidates, we still haven't heard anything through the anime about her, really. Especially the person who took her and allowed her to be the candidate, or like forced her into the candidacy. So there you go. I definitely look forward to seeing what the heck they're gonna pull out for all these characters, because it all seems pretty interesting at the end of the day. So I hope you all have a good one. I will definitely talk to you sooner than later. All that being said, I am your boy, the Anime G. I will definitely love to hear what you guys are thinking about ReZero. Did I miss any small details y'all want to talk about? And yeah, let me know what's on your mind. Alright, take care and peace. Oh, hey, what? Bruh.